In the town of Aokiri, the wind always smelled faintly of jasmine and rainwater. It was a place where children believed fireflies carried messages from forgotten souls, and old women bowed to the trees. Among those children were Ira and Ren. Ira was the town's sunlight child, amber eyes, chestnut hair, and a laugh that could make the grumpiest shopkeepers smile. Beside her was Ren. He was the son of the clockmaker, a boy of quiet silence and cedarwood, who rarely spoke but always listened. Ira was chaos, Ren was silence, and somehow they belonged together. Their days became stitched together like pages of the same book. When they were 13, Ren took a frayed red thread from his wrist and tied it gently around Ira's. He told her his mother's secret: if you tie something precious to someone, fate brings them back to you. Then, unexpectedly, she wrapped her pinky around his. Promise me something, Ren. No matter where life takes us, we'll find each other again. Then came the winter fire. It was violent and merciless. Half of Aokiri burned under a scarlet sky, while ash fell like black rain. Ren ran barefoot through the embers, searching until his voice cracked. But all he found was her bracelet, lying broken near the ruined bridge. Overnight, Ira and her family were gone. Ren waited for months, then years. Through every festival and every rainy evening, he watched the road. But as each season passed without a word or a goodbye, the gentle boy who once listened to the clouds slowly became cold. 10 years later, the spiritual quiet of Aokiri is gone. Tokyo is a different universe entirely, a high-speed landscape of neon lights and glass towers, where everyone is a stranger. Ren is now 23, and the youngest creative director in the city's elite architectural world. He is handsome, powerful, and completely untouchable. He moves through rooms with a silent danger that keeps everyone at a distance.
Except his closest circle, Haru, Mika, and Daichi. Together, they were inseparable. Yet even among his friends, Ren remained distant. Somewhere else in the city, Ira is just arriving. She has the same sunlight in her eyes, but it's tempered by a visible grace and a hidden loneliness. She has spent years trying to bury the memories of fire and the boy she left behind. The children who made a promise under the shrine are gone. In their place are 2 adults who have spent a decade learning how to live without the other half of their system. Tokyo has 14 million people. The odds of a random encounter are almost 0, yet that old red thread has begun to pull tight again. Ira carried memories of a boy whose face still appeared in her dreams whenever it rained. It happens on a stormy evening outside a bookstore. Ira rushes out with her arms full of papers. Ren steps out of a car, frustrated from a failed meeting. They collide. There is no recognition, only ruined coffee and soaked documents. Ren looks down at her with eyes sharp enough to cut glass and tells her she should learn how to look where she's going. Fate doesn't care if you're emotionally ready or if you've spent 10 years building a life without someone. It simply forces the collision and leaves you to deal with the wreckage. Era is left kneeling in the rain, gathering her papers, while Ren walks away. They don't see the children they used to be. All they see is a rude stranger and a clumsy woman. Something about him felt strangely familiar. The eyes, the voice, the presence. But impossible. Completely impossible. Ren stops after a few steps. A sudden sharp ache hits his chest, a memory of a girl laughing beneath a summer sun. He turns, but the feeling is so impossible he dismisses it instantly. Era watches him disappear into the storm, muttering about what a horrible man he is. The person she has spent a decade dreaming of is standing right in front of her, and she hates him. This is the reality of the red bread. It isn't a magical fix that heals your wounds. It just traps you in the same space, leaving you with the agonizing task of learning how to love the stranger your soulmate has become.